alien spacecraft and the man-child of Revelation 12. This is my alien spacecraft dream that I had in September 2020. I had a very disturbing dream about an alien spacecraft and a nuclear explosion that happened in my area, which is in southeast Tennessee. Based on the indication of the dream, it happened around the Feast of Trumpets um, in the dream. And now, I don't know exactly what year, but I have a feeling that this may be the year. I was shown a sky view of the Revelation 12 woman during the Feast of Trumpets. In other words, I saw the woman close with the sun, and she had the moon under her feet, which I knew that represented the Feast of Trumpets. In the dream, it was a beautiful fall day with many puffy clouds in the sky. Then I looked to the south, and there appeared a very ominous looking spacecraft. It appeared out of nowhere in the sky. I became very frightened when I saw this thing, and so did my daughter who was there with me. It just sat there. I did not hear any sound, but it was so massive in the sky. It was very black and it had spikes all over it in the front and in the back. And it really looked frightening to me. I have never seen anything like that in our sky. It definitely looked like an alien spaceship. Then all of a sudden, the air, the spacecraft just fell out of the sky. It was sitting still and it just fell out of the sky and hit the ground. And there was a massive shaking when it fell and hit the ground. It shook the ground all around us. Then we started seeing these metallic, plastic like things. It looked like a strange form. Not sure that I knew exactly what metal that was, but they just kind of started floating in the sky around us. Then, after it hit the ground and about a few seconds had passed, there was a massive explosion that came from the crash site. Now, I knew that, and I knew in my spirit that that was a nuclear explosion, and I knew that I needed to get out of there. But I also knew that this was some kind of biblical event that um, had started. I even said in my spirit or in the vision, it had started. And I remember thinking, what had started? But I knew it had started, and I knew that it was related to some biblical event. I knew that the nuclear winds were coming, and we had to get out of there and run to safety. So I grabbed my daughter's hand so that we could start running. Then all of a sudden, a baby fell out of the sky into my arms. And I knew immediately that this was the Revelation child or the man child of Revelation 12. I knew that that child had been born. Then I knew that this was the sign that we had been waiting for. The birth of the man child had happened, and I knew that it marked the beginning of something. I knew something had started. After the man child fell into my arms, I heard the Lord say, "Tell my people to get the hell out of there." And so me and my daughter and the child, took off running, and that's when I woke up. Brothers and sisters, the man child has been born. He was born on November 2nd, 2024. This dream was given to me in 2020, and I knew at that time that it was related to the birth of the man child. I have announced this on my site many times, the birth of the man child. So he has been born, and I was told to tell my people to get the hell out of there. So, brothers and sisters, wherever you are now, get the hell out of there. If you are, if you see this sign come to pass, if you see these alien spaceships, you need to get the hell out of there because this is the start of something very, very big. Shalom until the next time.